last week. Kyle, what can you say about your chemistry with Jackson, and Jackson vice versa? What can you say about your chemistry with Kyle?
I think the biggest thing with Jackson, obviously, 3 years at Georgia, been around a lot of good football, and came here and really established himself as the leader of the receiver room. He knows the playbook very well. He has a really good feel for the game. And then like you saw today, when the ball is in the air and 50-50, he's going to come down with it. So that just gives me a lot of confidence, and I think you can see that continue to grow every single week.
Like Kyle said, just him having trust in me to make those plays, when I do have a DB on me, just having the trust in me to come down and make the play. That's the best thing about it, is that him just, doing his job right so I can do my job right.
Go to the back of Mario. LeQuentin, Kyle, what was this week like in practice? Coming off your first loss and, starting fast the way you did. Can you just kind of walk me through what this week was like?
This week was very, physical. We wanted to bring the physicality out today and all week, and that was just the main thing, just be physical, more physical than an opponent.
Yeah, I think going off what LeQuint was saying, I think the biggest thing that we were trying to focus on was that it doesn't matter necessarily who we play. It's Syracuse versus Syracuse, and practice this week was tough, but we had 4 really good days, and so that's what it needs to be. I think that's kind of the expectation now is that every single day is a tough physical day, and it's just how it has to be.
Jackson, as you've slowly gotten more and more reps as the year has gone on, how has your mentality maybe changed as you're getting more in a more increased role in this offense?
My mentality is always the same, attack, attack, attack. That's how I've always been, since I was a kid. But it's just building that confidence. If you don't play with confidence in football, it's going to show on the field. So just being able to have the team having confidence in me, Kyle having confidence in me, Quinn having confidence in me, and I'm having confidence in myself,
Right in front of Emily and then Brent right after.
Quinn, you had one of your bigger performances of the season so far today. I know you're a team player guy, but has it been tough not getting as many touches on the ground as maybe you would have hoped going into the season?
No, I'm a team player. We came out to win today, and, we're ready to get back to work next week, you know what I'm saying? And just trusting my reads and stuff like that, and just taking advantage of every opportunity that I need to do, I feel like.
Coach Fran had said that he maybe talked to Coach Nixon about getting you more involved this week on the ground. Was that a conversation that made it to you at all?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We always talk about that, but, we came out today and we got the win, and that's all that matters to me.
For any of you guys that want to answer, Coach Fran was telling us he had a pretty passionate halftime speech to you guys. How did you take that to heart into the next half?
Similar to what I was saying earlier, the message wasn't, or I would say the message was just about Cuse versus Cuse, and that was the biggest thing, that we weren't quite playing to our standard on offense or on defense, and I feel like the defense really took that message well. The offense, I feel like there were a lot of good things to take away, but didn't finish the drives off the way we should have, especially in the second half. I mean, I think we moved the ball and then just didn't put any points up on the board. So, like you said, it was definitely a good speech to hear. And any time Coach Fran gets going, that's coming from the heart.
Jackson, career high, 10 receptions, 161 yards for you today, your collegiate career high. Just what kind of performance does this today mean to you?
I just got to give it all to God, honestly. God blessed me to have this ability, and I'm just lucky to go out there and show it.
Yeah, Jackson, kind of building off of that, having discussions with Fran about going from Georgia over to here, was this a game that you kind of envisioned having performances like this and being able to contribute to a big win like this?
Honestly, every game, you always envision yourself of having the best game of your career. But this game, I was just in the right positions at the right time. And like I keep saying, everybody did their job right, so I was able to do my job.
For any of you guys that want to answer, after this game, you only play 2 games from now here until Thanksgiving, so a lot of games on the road. How do you kind of manage a stretch like that where you're not really – you started the season with 4 consecutive home games, and now you have to go on a big road stretch?
Like Kyle said, it's Cuse versus Cuse. So no matter where you lay the ball down, no matter what field we play on, it's going to always be Cuse versus Cuse. So we got to go out there and play to our standard, and we got full faith in ourselves to be able to execute at a high level.
I say sticking together, you know, throughout the week, coming closer, and then we're on the road together. Just stick together. Things get hard, stick together.
Pass.
Kyle, a career high in pass attempts for you today. Fran talked a little bit about how you might not necessarily have a number one receiving option. What's your approach look like week in and week out with spreading out the offense?
I feel like that's one of the benefits of, I think, just one, how deep the receiver room is, as well as guys like Dan and OG at tight end, and then LeQuint, Will, Yasin all doing a good job in the pass game as well. There's a lot of viable options, and every single play, we can get 5 guys out that are good options, and just getting the ball in their hands and then, letting them go to work. So, I think that's a tribute to the skill players on the offense. They work hard and they get open, and I think we had 300 something yards passing today, maybe 400. So I think it's just a combination of all the hard work that we put in, as well as just the preparation.
LeQuint, like everybody said, right, there was a little bit of a focus of trying to get the run game going this week. It was better. Obviously, some people are going to say it's Holy Cross. I guess, how do you assess how the run game worked today, and where can you guys sort of improve in it moving forward?
It's definitely more room for improvement. That comes with film and just, sticking together like I talked about previously, and just playing football. Just have fun. I feel like the more we have fun, the more better we do.
Kyle, what were you seeing from the defense that gave you confidence in from the deep ball early on?
Holy Cross defense? Yeah, I feel like you kind of have to pick and choose what you want to take away as a defense, and they left us some one-on-one opportunities on the outside, and like I said earlier with Jackson and all the guys, really I feel like 50-50 balls are in favor of us. I feel like it's really 90-10. And then we schemed up the one play action to Gill. That was nice to kind of get that. I think it was the second drive rolling. And then kind of as the game went on, they started playing in a more too high shell, trying to eliminate those deep shots. But when they're there, I think we did a good job of capitalizing on them when we were taking shots.
Joined by Jaden Bellamy as well. We'll start with Dan right in front.
Jackson, when you scored, you were very serious on that. You looked over at their crowd and just had that kind of stare. Was there something for you in that catch and in that end zone touchdown that you had that you wanted to make a statement, not just for this game, but as you move forward?
Honestly, when I do get in, I don't really realize what I do. I'm just happy I got there. But I didn't mean anything from staring at them. I just be in the moment. So, honestly, if I continue to get there, of course, that'd be great. But if we just continue to win, that's the biggest goal, honestly.
Sorry, Emily and Brent, yep.
Jaden, just kind of walk us through that pick you had. I know you had a couple ones that came close earlier in the game, so walk us through what you saw and then the feeling, obviously, of getting that third one.
Yeah, they called cover 2, and basically my whole mindset was, because they had to call the timeout, so when I got out there, I already told Fran and Coach Stewart that I was going to just play soft Kathy, and I was going to just read 2 and 3, and once 2 broke out, I just knew it was mine, and then from there, everybody was blocking for me, so it was pretty much easy from there.
Coach Fran said he maybe had a conversation with you going into this game, just wanted a little bit more out of practice, and then wanted to see a little bit more in this game.
Yeah, he's always been harping on practicing hard, and because he always knows that you practice hard, the outcome in the game is going to be easy, and everything's going to come together. So he's just been harping on practicing hard, and he just knows, like, he always tells me, like, your time is now. Go show everybody who you are. So yeah.
Kyle, what do you think the issues are right now in getting OG more involved in the offense?
Yeah, I feel like obviously the first 2 weeks kind of burst out onto the scene. Well, I wouldn't say onto the scene. He kind of just picked up where he left off. And then last week I feel like they did a good job trying to take him away. It felt like every single play they had underneath coverage as well as a safety over top of him pretty much everywhere he went. And, I'm sure that they made that an emphasis to take him away. But then this week, I feel like I missed him a few times. He was open, and I didn't give him the ball. And then, we were just off on a few. But it's a long season, and just the way that he works, I'm not worried about, getting on the same page necessarily. I know that it'll come. Just continuing to practice and get reps, and I'm not worried at all. And he's not one of the guys that's pissed off that he's not getting the ball. He's going to continue to do his job regardless of if he's getting the ball or not. So it is my job to make sure that he does get the ball, obviously, and I need to do a better job of that. And so I think that's something that I'll watch in the film room and just try to get better.
Last two right here on the end first, and I'll finish with Dan right
Jaden, Coach Fran, and I know we talked about it a little bit as well, said he challenged you at the beginning of the week, trying to maybe step up to another level in practice. When he told you that, how did you respond to that personally? And were there any things in your head that you kind of set for yourself, I need to do this and this in practice this week to impress?
No, I think just coming into practice, I was always just going to pray hard because, we do good on good, and I always go against Meeks. So, going against Meeks and Trev and Daryl and everybody, Mari, I feel like it just gets me prepared for the game. So, it really wasn't no, thought in my head or nothing like that.
And then last question to Dan.
For Kyle and LeQuint, just what you can say about the balance between the pass and the rush and what you're trying to do moving forward here. 3-1 record, going on the road, and just that balance that you have and the talent that you have.
I feel like we got talent all around the board. And whatever it takes to win, I'm with it. I like it.
Yeah, like he said, there's a lot of good players on the field, and I feel like today was a step in the right direction, being more balanced with the run and the pass. I feel like and sometimes in previous weeks, especially last week, we got pretty pass heavy trying to play catch up. So I think when you start fast, it allows you to be in control of what you're calling run or pass. But I think at the same time, the defense kind of, I wouldn't say dictates what you do, but you're going to react off what they do. With if they want to play coverage, probably going to run the ball. If they want to pack the box, we'll throw the ball, vice versa. So just a combination of those things. And like I said, I think today was a step in the right direction.